Alright, so we're back with some more Persona 5 Tactica. For what might be the final mission? Whether or not they throw us into the final boss or not, we shall see. But we made about as good Personas as we're gonna get without farming.
Do you guys feel that? Isn't this...
It would appear we've reached the end. The abyss where this so-called god resides.
Alright then.
Salmael is here, isn't it?
Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
Oh, could you tell I'm a little nervous?
Just a little bit.
After all this time, I think I finally get what it means to be scared. But I also have this feeling that I need to overcome this in order for me to continue being me.
Especially for you. Okay.
Huh? What'd you say?
Let's win and put an end to this. That's what I came here for, is what he says.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Pardon me? Anxiety had my mouth trembling a bit there. No matter the outcome, this is the last fight.
That's what they tell me.
I'm truly grateful to all of you for fighting by my side all the way here.
You're welcome, but it was really just for me to get to the real one.
Hey, it's a little early to be thanking us.
True.
Let's put an end to all this and have a laugh about it after.
I don't know if we're gonna be laughing, but we'll see.
Yeah, we gotta slap that phony busybody of a god with our formal rejection.
Well, wait and finally go home to lay your guard down. I'm feeling Toshiro level nerves. Absolutely not. Alright, time to win.
Yes, it's time to finish this.
Looks like it's making its entrance. Here it comes!
Alright, we played your games for enough time now. It's time for you to go.
So, you have finally come, my lost sheep. I take it your journey here has given you ample time to reflect upon your sins.
Of course.
Now then, let me hear it. Confess unto me.
Our wills are firm, who returns to the real world.
Give it up already, Salmael! You can try all the petty tricks you like, but our hearts will never surrender.
We've made our decision. We have no interest in your so-called protection.
Oh, what a woeful folly. To think you could reject the path to solace and prosperity of your own volition.
That we did.
After all the shit you put people through, you still got the nerve to talk about peace?
Yep.
My
Don't say that word.
You might see it as salvation. We call it sticking your big fat nose into other people's business. Couldn't have said it better myself. I'll choose my own path, thank you very much.
You understand nothing. That very mode of thought exemplifies vanity, irreverence, and foolishness.
Ooh, I'm fighting
I
words.
will acknowledge that you are considered the strong among mankind.
Hey, thanks. I appreciate it.
But you are the exceptions, not the norm. Most humans are frail in mind and weak of will.
You know, looking around, especially nowadays, I can't exactly say that he's wrong on that one.
You propagate your ideologies among the weak, fanning the flames of conflict while hiding behind shields of righteousness.
Salmael kind of spinning right now. Okay, all right.
Look at the result. Conflicts which embroil a myriad of people, bleeding casualties until eventually all meet their demise.
That's a bit duper, but sure.
All the while, these sacrifices are glorified in the name of distorted words, conviction, honor, ideals.
That's just called war, Samuel.
A pathogenic bacterium spreading the contagion of war. Left alone, you will bring about the end of human civilization.
Very topical nowadays.
This world was created to eradicate such a serious disease.
Also topical, but for different reasons.
Furthermore, my will is the consensus of humanity. I urge you to submit to their wishes.
Nah, I think I'm good.
Did you all hear that? Apparently, we're a disease.
He did kind of just call us that, didn't he?
I do understand the point you're trying to make.
However,
It is true that reckless instigation of conflict can produce countless tragedies. But if one does nothing but run away from pain and suffering, can you really call it living?
yeah.
Even in the most adverse circumstances, there will always be those who desire change. They are those who are willing to fight, even if it means to suffer.
As we've seen.
And perhaps their actions are motivated by their own ego, leading them to stray from the consensus of humanity. But I want to extend my hand to them all the same. I want to be the kind of person who will fight alongside them.
Yeah, okay, Toshiro, right.
That is what I learned from the Phantom Thieves and Arena. This is my will.
Well, there you have it, old Salmy. We're gonna do things our own way from now on.
Yeah, I may be an honor student, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna let you boss me around.
Yeah, you tell him,
You're not
Dakota.
gonna let us through? We'll just have to force our way in.
It's not the first time we've gone against the so-called will of the masses.
Yeah, this is, I mean, if you want to count Nyx, if you want to count, Izanami, if you want to count the God in Control, you know, this, we're getting up there in the amount of times, presumably 1 and 2, so what, about like 6 gods now,
Call
5,
us
6 gods?
infidels if you like. But be assured that no one will hinder our artistic vision.
Considering you've just dismissed the majority of us as weak, I'd say you're the one who's looking down on humanity.
Ooh, get him hard.
Besides, you're wrong about us being the strong ones. All we did was take one step at a time. We did it together. You know, people aren't quite as strong or as weak as you make them out to be.
I don't know about that one, Ed. There's definitely strong people and some weak people. And right now, it really feels like we're in quite a bit of a time of weakness, but that's
You
besides the
don't
point.
have to rule over them like this. They'll find a way to keep moving forward all on their own. I know better than anyone. You can't be a shut-in just because you're scared of getting hurt.
I mean, you can. It's not the greatest living ever, but you can.
Whether you're supposed to be a god, an instinct, or whatever, I'm not cool with you forcing your beliefs down my throat.
Extremely topical. If only the mass media took that one the hard Futaba, but you know that's not gonna happen.
No matter how many times we came close to giving up, in the end, we've always stuck to our convictions. So if you think we're gonna fold to your consensus or whatever you want to call it, you've got another thing coming.
We don't need your salvation, we don't need your salvation.
How lamentable. Oh, how I hear your screams. How I see your suffering.
Well, it seems like a peaceful resolution is off the table.
So much for that.
Twist your words however you want. We won't succumb to your absurdity. As the protector of his soul and as a warrior that fought alongside you all, I will defeat you and reform this world.
So strong, Arena, so strong.
Such drivel, truly a cry of lunacy. It pains me to use forcible means, but believe me, no choice. This is for the salvation all of humanity yearns for.
I do like the voice they gave for him. The
For
design's
the
pretty alright.
prosperity of mankind, I will now eradicate you into non-existence.
Alright, Salmael, let's see what you got here. Oh, well, okay then. Well, we're gonna have to jump around the pads from the looks of it. There's a lot of people that allow me just to run straight up to. 3,500 HP, man does not move, we gotta go to the hip. Just defeat him, all allies are wiped out. Now here, somebody like Ryuji or something would probably be better for the fact that he's more single target. You could probably make that argument for all the boss fights in terms of just having more single target damage, naturally. But there's still going to be uses for Makoto's pull and whatnot. This is also like our most built one, right up there with Anne and Joker here. So we're going to go ahead and stick with them for the time being. See if this guy actually has multiple stages or not.
No matter what happens, our will can't be defeated.
Size of Eternal Darkness. That's a lot of range. Okay, one's resisted. So we can go Size of Eternal Darkness, which gets us a get 'em, also knocks one guy out of resistance. Apparently I cannot jump over here, or... No, I've got to go this way in order to dash it? Okay. So I want to, if I'm gonna hit him, and there's no way for me to really get all of you over here. This will hit both of you. You'll get a get 'em. It won't kill, but it's close enough, more or less. So now we can hide you over here. Forgot we had access to the Hellfire. That's a lot of damage. Alright, did we give up Anne's ability to move so Joker can go? I mean, sure. Surely we had to see the severe damage skill, and yeah, that's a lot of fire. Super hot fire, some might even say.
Fire!
We definitely could have just killed him right there, but unless he runs for cover, we could just use him to go ahead and keep doing what we're doing. Eat this. That did 0 damage. Alright, well, definitely should have left myself in cover and not blocked the entrance. Not the greatest idea, some might say. No stun proc for me, feels bad, man. Well, as long as we keep ourselves in cover. Atomic Apollo. This actually still ends up hitting both of them, so we'll get a once more as a result. That's fine. Ralph didn't get to see the skill at all because Salmael's too fat. Point. Alright, so it's time to go now. Should be able to hit one of these guys for a get 'em. We'll hit the one that's farthest away. We're definitely going to get heavily countered as a result of not killing all of these guys and just using them for once more. And, you know, we're just going to have to live with that. Mercy from heaven, yeah. We can always just have Makoto play healer. I forgot that these guys can actually chase after us over here. Not that it really matters. They're not going to be able to score any once more off of us currently. Arena probably wouldn't have been bad for this fight just for the voltage healing. And the break cover. Everybody's behind cover now, because of course they are. So let's go Femme Fatale, hit this guy. Be like, why hit this guy? The idea is Hellfire gets the kill here. I was hoping that was going to have enough range to hit both of them, but no, apparently not. Well, if we're only going to be able to allow Makoto a single hit, we may as well go ahead and use Atomic Hollow. That'll get rid of his cover. Oh, that'll outright kill him. But we'll still do damage to Salmael, so that's fine.
So it's my turn.
Anybody out of cover over here?
Nice work, Yoshiro.
Anybody trying to get popped? Light of a promise? No, he's considered in there as well. Do I really care about their damage that much? I mean, not really. Oh, this guy's out of cover, so we'll go ahead and do this then. Size of Eternal Darkness, that's 3 of them gone.
That's our Joker. Cleaning up the field.
And go ahead and just
You'll be well
pop them in.
Little accolades, Joker. You've got him.
Toshiro, how about you go ahead and drop their resistance so then Anne can go ahead and get rid of them. And then she can hop back over and go do damage to Salmael. One's gonna live with 1 HP. I have a feeling that if I kill them all off, he's gonna spawn more enemies. So we're gonna leave that one alive for the time being, just to test that theory, and go ahead and do more damage.
That's perfect. You'll be safe there. I'll show you.
That's a lot of damage. 203. That's about double what everybody else has been doing, so.
Be burned in fire.
Final Judge was great. Oh, that did 0 damage. You know, for such an impressive sounding name, it surely wasn't the damage I was expecting. I feel like that's relatively fair to say. This guy just ran right up just to get down smashed. I mean, good for you, I guess. We'll go ahead and let Makoto play healer for the time being.
You saved me. All right, let's go.
Alright, who do we want to have multi-hits here? Probably still 8. Oh, really? It's just enough not to have the range?
My turn.
Fine, it'd be like that. Toshiro, get rid of this nerd. Everybody else just go ahead and do damage to this guy. Go ahead and regen some SP here in case he drops some more enemies for me to deal with. And can continue to play DPS. Kinda wailing on him right now. There.
So pitiful.
At the end of your path lies only ruin. Allow me to carry out your purification. Cause of Fate, forward 1. Fate is definitely up to something. Everybody stay on your toes. Alright, well, it might be like a timer of sorts, so we might have to defeat him in X amount of time. I doubt your minion is able to hit him, so that won't really do anything, so I guess the best use would be Phantom Judge then. At the very least, it's 3 damage that I didn't have to use SP for. And getting a good amount of SP regen just for chilling. So we'll go ahead and let her do that. HP wise, everybody's pretty well off, so Makoto can go ahead and take a free shot. And I guess if we're really that concerned, we could just have Toshiro go ahead and drop one here. Why not? He might be doing something cheeky. At the very least, it gives all of us full cover. Just about. Eternity, really? Something tells me I don't want to be on one of those platforms that end up going off. If the platform you're on goes too far around, things won't end well for you. Keep moving so that doesn't happen. I had a feeling that was going to be the case based on that, so that was 1. So it moves to the right, at least so far. It hasn't suggested it could go to the left. Alright, this is only half cover. But that should be fine for our needs for the time being. Go ahead and just keep throwing down damage. How much HP you got left? Well, he's under half right now. Although, presumably, this is only stage 1. I would imagine. Anyways, throw down another Hellfire. That would have been a good time for, like, heat risers, attack buffs, and all that sort of stuff. But we didn't really prioritize that stuff. And I'm honestly kind of okay with it. I don't see it doing all too much. I wonder if it's going to rotate 1 every turn now. I kind of doubt it. It seems like it would be a one-time thing, but maybe. Final Judgment, sure.
Forgive you.
Good AoE damage. Forward 2.
Be careful.
Okay, well, we'll still be fine. Even if we chill on this one. Because he's going to go forward 2, so then 1, 2, so then we're going to be right at the end, so we'll definitely have to make some more money moves, but if that's going to be the case, we can leave those 2 right there and use them for once spores to get people out of the area.
Whip 'em into shape.
So for the time being, we're just going to go ahead and do damage to him.
So,
You'll get no mercy. Nice position. You'll be
Man's
well there.
taking some damage, alright. Down to 846. I mean, at this point, we might just be able to DPS at one time. 125, and it costs way less to use. May as well see the damage on it.
so
Slightly more than their gun damage. Probably not worth it overall. We're about to get voltage, which means that, and we'll be able to use Femme Fatale at the very least, so that way we can keep her moving as needed. Alright, this should be Eternity Wheel, which should move us to. This is fine. Though we do need to get a move on before he decides that he wants to move the wheels again. So we definitely got to go ahead and make a move. I imagine on higher difficulties he just spams it. So now I'm thinking we actually use Jokers right here. It'll blow both of these 2 out of cover. Although it's going to knock them out and give me the once more, so the others are going to be able to get the once mores over it. Could have done that one a little bit better, but that's... I might be able to get people close enough to where they can hit the drummer. It's a bit of a stretch, don't get me wrong, but... Alright, well, if we're not going to be able to get once mores off of these guys, we should get rid of them then. Can you get rid of them with this? Nah, I'd have to use Hellfire if I want it. I still want you to have that some level of SP, so let's go ahead and, you know, not. Atomic Hollow will not get rid of them, but that's fine because Toshiro can get rid of them. Presumably he'll upgrade the wheel turn count by 1 more or less every time, in which case he'll do it 3 next time, which if that's the case, we're definitely going to have to make a bit of a move on with the rest of our party here. And it's kind of stuck here for the time being, so go ahead and just take a free shot. Joker, we'll leave that for the he's gonna run into cover if I don't take it right now, is the thing. So I'll go ahead and go over here for the time being. That way they can focus on Joker, and I can focus on him, or at least I'll leave it right. Right, it's probably fine. Those 2 are just gonna more than likely just buff each other, which is fine. I doubt they have any buffs for Salmael here. We might be able to just DPS him before the next set of calls. Joker's just taking a little bit of poke damage. We don't worry about that. Especially when Futama's just gonna heal a majority of it off anyways. And continue doing hand things. Surely this man's got more than one face. Okay. 199.
What to do here?
Well, Ann does enough damage. The rest of us, not so much. Okay, we can pop him again. Everybody's over here. I guess we can have Toshiro hit him, and the idea is just to get to Toshiro closer to this other area over here. So that way, if he does move it multiple times, he'll still be okay. And Light of a Promise has insane range. Well, we should be able to just hit him here. Point. Alright, so that should be phase 1 done. Presumably he's got more phases than just that.
Whoa, nice going! Victory's ours!
If only it were that easy.
Jeez, Mona, don't jinx yourself!
how could this body of mine be marred at the hands of those it was intended to protect. To think you dare go so far. No. Serenity. In all the world, let there be serenity.
Hey, doesn't something seem kinda off? Looks like it's not over quite yet. Stay on your toes, everyone.
He's freaking out just a little bit. Oh, it's not even his final form.
Foolish. What revolution? What reform? How many tragedies do you think will be born of your banal egotism? Your annihilation is the wish of all humanity. Your extermination is my duty.
We'll see about that.
In the name of eternal peace, be gone!
Oh,
Be gone with your despicable flames of conflict!